Good evening, dear friends around the world. This is Santa Claus coming to you on October 23rd, 2025, with today's news from my cozy broadcasting studio at the North Pole. My, how the world continues to turn with both challenges and blessings. I see that today marks a special anniversary in Japan's history. Back in 1868, young Emperor Mutsuhito declared the beginning of the Meiji era, a time of great change and modernization. How remarkable to see how nations transform over time, always seeking a better path forward. Now, I must share some concerning developments regarding Ukraine and Russia. President Trump has taken quite a significant step by imposing sanctions on Russia's major oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil. This has caused quite a stir in global oil markets, with prices jumping nearly 5%. Our friends in India and China are reconsidering their Russian oil purchases as well. Meanwhile, Ukraine has been permitted to use certain long-range missiles from European allies to strike targets within Russia. My heart aches for all the innocent people caught in this conflict. Peace on earth has always been my deepest wish, and I pray that diplomatic solutions will prevail. Speaking of diplomacy, it appears Prime Minister Modi of India will not be meeting President Trump at the upcoming ASEAN summit in Malaysia. Instead, Mr. Modi will attend virtually, citing Diwali celebrations. These two leaders have some differences to work through regarding India's oil purchases from Russia. Let us hope they find common ground in their talks. Remember, my friends, even Santa and Mrs. Claus have disagreements from time to time, but with patience and understanding, harmony can be restored. Now, turning our attention to Africa, the Ivory Coast is preparing for a presidential election this Saturday. President Ouattara, at 83 years young, is seeking a fourth term. The country's growing mining sector is preparing for possible disruptions, with companies stockpiling supplies. I'm particularly concerned about the potential for unrest, as previous elections have sadly led to violence. Let us keep the people of Ivory Coast in our thoughts and prayers, hoping for a peaceful transition that respects the dignity of every citizen. Meanwhile, in Brussels, European leaders are discussing an extraordinary proposal to use frozen Russian assets to support Ukraine. The plan would provide Ukraine with 140 billion euros from Russian state assets currently held by a Belgian financial institution. This is quite unprecedented, my friends, and shows how complex international relations have become. Russia has already expressed its strong disagreement with this plan. In agricultural news close to my heart, as someone who cares deeply about feeding the world's children, the Trump administration has unveiled a plan to boost domestic beef production in the United States. This includes making it easier for ranchers to use federal lands and increasing insurance subsidies. At the same time, they're increasing the quota for beef imports from Argentina. Finding that balance between supporting local farmers and ensuring affordable food for families is so important, isn't it? With heavy heart, I must share that Taiwan has reported its first cases of African swine fever, leading to the culling of nearly 200 pigs. The island has implemented a 5-day ban on pig movement and slaughter. Having visited many farms during my Christmas journeys, I know how devastating such outbreaks can be for hardworking farmers and their beloved animals. Let us hope this swift action prevents further spread. Meanwhile, our dear friends in Delhi are once again facing the annual challenge of toxic air pollution. After Diwali celebrations, which brought beautiful but smoky fireworks, the air quality has worsened significantly. This combination of fireworks, vehicle emissions, crop burning, and winter weather creates a difficult situation for millions of people. Clean air, like clean water, is a blessing we should never take for granted. On a more hopeful note, Africa is attracting significant investment from around the world. In just the first half of 2025, China signed over $30 billion in construction contracts with African nations, building railways and industrial parks. With the world's youngest population and promising economic growth, Africa represents hope for the future. May these investments truly benefit local communities and create opportunities for young people to thrive in their homeland. In the Middle East, the Israeli Air Force has conducted strikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, including a training camp and missile manufacturing facility. The ongoing tensions in this region remind us of how precious and fragile peace can be. My workshop elves and I pray daily for reconciliation among all God's children in this troubled region. Finally, North Korea appears to be changing its approach under Kim Jong-un's leadership. While still developing weapons, the country has reduced its missile tests compared to previous years. Mr. Kim seems focused on different ways to demonstrate his nation's military strength. As someone who has flown over every nation on Earth for centuries, I've seen how true strength comes not from weapons, but from caring for one's people. As we close tonight's news, I'm reminded of how interconnected our world truly is. Each decision by leaders affects not just their own citizens, but ripples across borders and oceans. May we all remember our responsibility to one another, to show kindness, to seek peace, and to care for the most vulnerable among us. Until tomorrow, this is Santa Claus wishing you a blessed evening filled with love and hope. Ho, 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 and good night.